Would you ever get gauges like Daddy?
I don't want to.
You don't want to?
I like the earrings.
Just the regular earrings? I also said I will just have regular earrings. And for many years, I just had regular earrings.
Oh.
And then guess what? I found out I was going to have a child. And you know what I did?
What?
I got gauges.
Oh, why did you get gauges? Just because you were getting a child?
There was no connection. It was just the timing.
Oh.
Yeah. They're not connected at all. Having Astraea had nothing to do with the gauges.
Oh.
Boop! Hey folks, welcome to this episode of Asking Astraea, where I, Astraea's father, will ask Astraea, an 8-year-old, questions about life and the pursuit of happiness. Astraea, you said that you wanted to tell us about school. So what about school do you want to tell us? We are waiting in the wings, ready to learn about what you learned and what happened at school. You need to tell us about school as soon as you can, because we are all just wanting to know the information. What are you going to tell us? Tell us right now. Go. Do it. Do the thing.
I got perfect attendance.
You got what?
A perfect attendance.
She got perfect attendance. Woo!
It's so loud.
Yeah, she got perfect attendance at school. So,
go get it.
Oh, okay. Ooh, she got a certificate. While we're waiting, I just want to let folks know that are listening, we do this live on Twitch, twitch.tv/LazyTechTony. So if you want to get in on the antics and maybe even ask her questions live on air, that's the place to do it. We usually stream every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Guess what we're having for lunch tomorrow?
What are we having for lunch tomorrow?
Jersey Mike.
Oh, we are. Oh, look at this. Gift certificate. Gift certificate for Astraea. They spelled your name wrong. So this is not for you. See if you look at the title right here, it's Astraea. They spelled it Astrea. That's somebody else.
No.
This I have to take this away.
Give it to me.
No, I gotta take it away. I'm gonna
Give it to me.
I'm gonna give it to the right Astraea. This entitles you to a free kids meal, which is a kid's size sub, a cookie, and kids drink. Cannot be combined with any offer. We can only use it at this one that's in our town. I can't take it to a different Jersey Mike's in like Sacramento. I have to use it here. Okay. So I'm gonna go get something to eat, guys. I'll be right back. What? No, they don't know. Maybe I'm bringing it home to you. But wait, okay, hold on, Astraea. This place. They sell subs. They sell subs.
I want to try the sub.
Do you know what a sub is?
It's like a sandwich.
It's like a sandwich, yeah.
It's a sandwich it's like a burrito sandwich.
I wouldn't call it a burrito sandwich. It's just a sandwich.
Like a burrito sandwich.
Okay.
Burrito sandwich.
Well, congratulations, Astraea, for this gift card. Considering this is a brand new school and you're already doing very well with your studies and your attendance, good job.
I already got a secret student also. I got it last Friday.
So let everybody know what the secret student is.
A secret student is where the teacher pulls a popsicle stick with someone's name on it, and whatever name is on it, that's the secret student. And nobody knows who the secret student is except for the teacher. And we all have to act good, because if you aren't good, don't get this card that says, I was a secret student and I did well.
And so you were the secret student on Friday.
Yes.
And you didn't know that you were the secret student. You just had to be good all day.
Yeah. And I got it.
Good job. So, what did you get? What's on the card? Is it just a card that you got to take home?
It's a purple card that says, I was a secret student and I followed all the directions.
Do you have it with you?
No, it's at my other house. I'll bring it next time.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. I want to do something a little bit differently as well too, Astraea, if that's all right with you. So if you remember last time, we looked at some things that were from my past, and I want to see if you would recognize them. But I want to look to the future and see how things would change, okay? So these are a few things that would look totally bizarre to children 10 years from now. So you are 8 years old. So 10 years from now, how old will you be?
18.
18. So when you're 18 and ready to go off to college or ready to go join the military or ready to go start a business.
I might be 19 because I might be 9 soon.
That's what you are going to be 9 soon. Yes. But at the taping of this episode, you're currently 8 years old.
Yes.
Okay. So when you're 18 or 19, we're going to look at a few things that people suspect will be completely foreign to a newborn kid when you're 18. Okay? So think of the technology that you see me or your mother or your auntie or your uncle use, and those are the things that are very, very common today. And I want to hear from you what you think of when people might see them in the future. All right. So do you know what these are?
Is this something in the future or in the past?
Well, these are things of right now.
Oh, those are you twirl the thing and you choose numbers, and whatever number there is, that's the number that you're calling.
So that's a phone.
Yes.
And it's called a landline, a home phone.
Hello?
Yeah. So, yes, home phones right now in 2021, obviously not a thing, but it's still something that some families still use. So the idea of any kind of home phone 10 years from now, can you imagine 10 years from now not even knowing what a home phone is? So you knew what this was.
Yes.
Can you imagine when you are 10 years now, no, a kid won't know what that is? Does that make you feel old?
Kinda.
How do you think I feel? All right, next thing.
Young.
House keys. You know what a house key is, right?
Yes.
But how do you get into your house? Don't tell us what it is, but how do you get into the house?
A code.
Yeah. She uses a code at her mother's house. Not a house key, it's a code. And
I don't have keys.
Right. So you use a code now, but in 10 years from now, to open the door, what if the door could open just by recognizing your face or recognizing your fingerprint?
I think there is some like that.
Some are like that. So 10 years from now, if you show a key to a 2-year-old, do you think they would know what it is?
No, but I think they'll just
Yeah, they'll play with it, but they won't know what it is.
Yeah, there's.
Isn't that weird to think about?
Yeah.
We've been using keys for centuries, for hundreds and hundreds of years, if not thousands of years.
Oh.
But in 10 years, the idea of a key, how do I open your car? My car, not your car, my car.
The button.
Right.
Like on that one, the black one.
Yeah.
It has like a button.
There's a button.
A key, and the key is open, but there's also a lock key to lock it.
When I start the car, what do? Do I turn the key or do I press a button?
You put the key and then turn it.
My car just has a button to press.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's your mother's car that has the actual key.
Oh.
In Uncle's car, he has a Tesla. You know what his key is?
His phone?
His phone. Yeah. So again, these are things that keys are becoming less and less of a thing. And 10 years from now, what do you think the technology will be instead of keys? Will it just be our phone? Or will it be something else? Like part of our body?
Or maybe just command like, open up.
Yeah, like it might recognize your voice and you can just say, hey, open, start the car.
Because voices are different Your
Yes.
voice is a bit deeper than mine.
Now, do you think voices can be tricked? Can you trick a machine with a voice?
No, because your voice might crack a bit if you're trying to make a different voice, like hello.
Okay. All right.
Whoa.
Now, do you know what that is? That's a USB. That's a USB key
The USB,
or USB drive.
The USB goes inside a computer.
Yeah.
And then the computer recognizes the USB, and then it brings you to something.
Yeah. So, do you know what a USB drive is, though? Like what it's meant for? Like this one here.
Put it in.
Well, there's nothing on here, but in here, in this thing is basically memory. So if I need to store files and I wanted to bring it from this computer to that computer, I can just store it on here and then plug this into your auntie's computer, and then she would be able to get it.
Oh.
But in 10 years, no one's going to use something like this. Do you know why?
Why?
Because in about 10 years, theoretically speaking, of course, but in 10 years, the transfer of documents over the internet is going to be so much faster that this is just going to be an extra. No one's. It's just going to be another hindrance.
Or just like a fidget toy.
Well, yeah, it's going to be like a fidget toy. I mean, it's almost like the same thing. If like right now, if you needed me to write something to your teacher, I could write it on a piece of paper and then you could give it to your teacher tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or what's better, do that or email your teacher?
Email, because
Yeah.
it's quicker.
Exactly.
You just don't have to.
Yeah. So same thing with this. I could get, if I stored a bunch of video on here, I could give it to you so you could put it into your computer, or I can just, in 10 years from now, I could be able to transfer those files to you extremely quickly and you'd be able to have it right away.
Like, can I? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's already there. We can do that now with cloud backup and cloud sharing and stuff like that, but I'm saying 10 years from now, it will be so quick that you won't even think of the cloud.
Maybe it just will be like 1 millisecond.
Maybe. I still use USB for security. I don't trust the cloud at all. Yeah, and I think to a degree that kind of medium, it's still going to be there. It's just not going to be commonplace, if you get me. I mean, they still sell CDs for digital backup. Again, not commonplace, but there's still use cases for it. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is physical credit cards. So you know about here, all these credit cards. So there's money on this, there's money on that, there's money on that.
This looks cute.
We've gone from having credit cards that only have this magnetic strip on the back.
Magnet.
So this strip is very important. You don't want to damage this strip because the rest of the card means nothing. But when you go to a store and you have a machine that looks like that, that machine reads the information on this little magnetic strip. Now we've graduated from that to using. Do you know what this is? Do you know what it's called?
Wait, let me feel it. It has a V on it.
Well, don't worry about what it says, but do you know what these are exactly?
Maybe it's like an icon for something.
Well, this is actually a computer chip.
It's a chip?
This is a chip. I mean, it's not a computer chip, but we call it a chip because this is an extra level of security. Because we have actually found out that people can fake these magnetic strips. They can fake it so they can act like their card is yours.
Huh.
So to combat that, we added this extra chip. So these machines, you don't swipe it, you insert it. So that's why you see a lot of people at credit card machines, they insert it. But going from swiping to inserting took about 20, 25, maybe 30 years. But in 10 years from now, even using this, cards isn't going to be a thing. How many times when you are going out with me do you see me use this versus just paying with my watch? Do you see me using this more or me paying with my watch more? You see me using these more?
Yeah, I see you just And my mommy just.
Okay.
And Jeremiah just.
All right.
And Aurelia just.
Well, definitely Aurelia, because she doesn't have a smartwatch. But I feel like I use my watch a lot more to pay for things. And the nice thing about that is, and obviously there are pitfalls and issues with utilizing smartwatches to pay to pay for anything. But for me, the convenience and I feel like Apple Pay security is really, really good. I have I paid for my hotel room when I was at the Westin just using my watch. It was very, very handy. So what do you think in 10 years from now? Do you think kids won't see this anymore and they'll see more people paying with their watch or seeing people paying with their phone?
Yeah, they'll see more people using those
Electronics?
Electronic.
What else? What other way do you think people might be able to pay?
Maybe there'll be something new invented.
There was actually a product that came out. I think it might have been Square, but there was a product that came out where if you entered the establishment or you entered the store, because you have your phone on you, the store would be able to recognize you, and when you want to go pay, your picture would come up on their register, and whatever it cost, the employee would just press your picture and would automatically charge you. You wouldn't have to get your phone out, you wouldn't have to get your watch out or your credit card. It would just do it automatically. Do you think that's a good way to pay for things?
Yes.
Why is that?
It's easier.
It's easier. Do you think it's secure? Do you think people can fake it?
Yeah, because they might just be able to take a photo of you and then just...
Yeah? Or a mask or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So because people could fake it, do you think that that's something that they should pursue, or they should just try something different?
Try something different.
Okay. Well, guys, this is just a few ideas of what kids 10 years from now will see as archaic. Just to put it to you in such a way that y'all might understand, my son, who's now close to 18 years old, thought that I used to read books off of scrolls. So I don't know if that means that he thinks that I'm that old, or just the idea of how fast innovation and technology have become. So, Astraea, thanks for that. I feel like you really, really want to do a pod deck question.
Yes, I do.
You really want to do a pod deck question?
Yes.
Okay. So, folks, if you haven't yet seen, we are sponsored by Poddex. We're powered by Poddex. These are a deck of questions. They're a deck of 50 icebreakers to open up the doors so you can have a conversation with your interview, whether you're doing podcasting, streaming, or just not really knowing what to say to your first date with that new person. So, what question do you have for me?
Pick a card.
I will pick this one. What's the strangest skeleton you discovered in someone's closet? So in this, they mean secret. What's the strangest secret you discovered about somebody?
Whose closet?
But not a real closet. Just what's the strangest secret you've discovered about somebody that you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Whose secret?
Well, I'm asking you.
Oh, Secret. And I don't really listen to secrets.
You don't listen to secrets? Good! Don't listen to gossip. It's not worth it. Don't do it.
One thing that... what?
I said don't do it, and then you follow up with, well, I might know a secret.
Well, it's not really a secret.
Okay.
Mommy sleeps better with someone snoring.
Okay. For me, the strangest skeleton in somebody's closet that I had discovered. Again, it's.
I want this for dinner.
Well, no, we'll go and get that for lunch tomorrow.
No.
The strangest the strangest skeleton that I have ever encountered. One of my ex-girlfriends, this was before I met your mother, not the show, but one of my ex-girlfriends, I met her brother, seemed very nice. I met his husband, very, very nice pair of guys. You know, we went to the bars and we had a lot of fun. Come to find out, he used to be in a gang, and it was, you know, a bad gang. And I don't know if he ever did anything to invoke harm on anybody, but it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, he used to be in a gang, but we don't bring it up. It's like, oh my God, okay. Thanks for just kind of throwing that on me without any kind of like warning. So if someone said, yeah, you know, that's my dad, he used to be in a gang, well, how would you react?
Like what type of gang?
Like a very mean gang, like beat people up kind of gang. Yeah.
I would be like...
would you be scared of that person?
I would try to act nice when I be near that person, and I would try to avoid talking about that person, and I would try to avoid the person.
Okay. All right. Well, sometimes...
and avoid the gang.
Well, yes, please avoid the gang. But, you know, especially when someone used to do something and they no longer do it, sometimes that's called being reformed, and they're trying to do better. All right? So you don't necessarily just want to ignore them.
Oh, when you said they were in the gang, I mixed it up with they are in the gang. Like
oh,
right now.
No, like past tense. They used to be in the gang, they're no longer in the gang.
I would just react like, oh, that sounds scary. Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, guys, let us know, what would you do if someone said, I used to be in a gang, or somebody that you know used to be in a gang? That's yours. You know, if you keep showing that to people, they're going to take pictures of it, and then they're going to cut it out, and then they're going to use your gift card, and you won't be able to use it at all.
But it's my name.
They'll change it with Photoshop.
But it's Photoshop.
Well, guys, thank you so much for listening and or watching. Again, we do this live on Twitch, twitch.tv/LazyTechTony, every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, alongside other shows. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, you can here on anchor.fm/AskingAstraea, or you can watch the video after the fact on our YouTube channel, Asking Astraea. We'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Heart